This is a TLC clinic in Blunston, Florida, May 15th. And this team is Nicole and Pig. And Nicole, you had a good run in the morning on Pig with a 18.525. And in the afternoon, it was 18.231. But you tipped all 3 barrels, so I let you do a re-ride, not in the jackpot. And then you ran a nice run. You only caught 1 barrel, but I have to say I kind of missed the ball on this one. I was reading your notes of wanting to be consistent and get faster out of the 3D. I probably should have rode him during the day. He's one horse I should have got on to feel that rollback style and how much set he had. Because watching you, I noticed in the morning he had a lot of, stalling going in. So what I'd like to do now is put it in slow motion, and we'll zoom in. The morning's on the left, I believe, and the afternoon's on the right. And you have to pretty much ride him aggressive up into his pockets. You're riding really pretty. You ride really nice. You rode 2 hands. He just rolled back so tight that he rocks those barrels. And you can see it as he goes through the pattern on every barrel that he just, when he sets on that pivot foot, if you don't get him up in the hole, he's going to come back over it like that 3rd barrel on the right. So let's watch the left here. So the morning run is on the left, your clean run, but you can see 2 strides out, he's setting really hard, and he's very much a rollback style. You rode wonderful. You had great use of your hands, your body, and your legs. He's just definitely a hard horse to ride in the sense that he's a rollback horse. Rate too late, you stall. Rate too soon, you hit. And so with a horse like him, what I like to do during the week is I like to do a lot of flex and fluidity drills. So what I mean by that, for instance, you can see, you're sitting early. One thing you could try to do is stay in competition. You could try to stay 2 hands longer and try not to sit or go to the horn till your leg gets to the barrel, and keep that in your mindset. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is see how hard he sets on that pivot foot. You could definitely take and do some drills where you come up, you're extended trotting, but then right about here you pick up his shoulder and move him out and keep a fluid circle, and then over finish and do the same thing at the next barrel. So you would come into your normal arc at a post trot. Then when you get here, instead of stopping because he already has a lot of rate, just pick up his shoulder and move him out and then over finish. And then you would do the same on the other barrels. So let's continue on with that. Alright, we're going to zoom in and we'll just kind of watch each barrel as we get to it. Okay, so once again, you're trying to stay on the right 2 hands longer, but you are looking in. So on a horse like him, you really need to look at the straighter, longer cone and really focus on riding to spot 1, 5 feet to the side of the barrel and 5 feet past the barrel. And that will help as well. See, when you go to the horn and he's already setting that pivot foot, you ride really pretty, but I think he needs you to get him here before you back off and go to the horn. Okay, because then when he comes back, see, he barely clears the barrel. You've lost your pocket on the back side. So you're going to need to ride 2 hands straighter, longer on him and look 5 feet to the side of the barrel and 5 feet past the barrel. And that will help as well. Same thing on the first barrel. He's a big horse. He likes a little bit of room. Let's see if that's just a little too much. I like his arc. He needs a little bit of room. Let's see how he finishes this barrel even with that much pocket. 1, 2. Not bad. He's a big horse, so he likes a 5-foot pocket. I have no problem with that. Let's look at the 3rd barrel on the right again. Once again, you're still going to the horn a little earlier, but this one you're looking straighter, longer. But see how hard he's setting that pivot foot? And you clear that barrel pretty good, but boy, if you would have just stayed 2 hands a smidgen longer, that's why you took it out with you. You had a good pocket going in, but because of how hard he rates and how deep you're sitting, if you could have just got him up another foot or 2, then you would have cleared that barrel. So he gets right there. And also, there was one other thing you did. You kept your hand, watch your hand here. You're looking up way too soon. Look how soon you're looking up. You shouldn't be looking for the alleyway until you're behind the barrel. You're already picking up your hand and looking up, and you actually probably caused that barrel to go down by looking up too soon. You don't want to ask him to come over the barrel by looking up too soon. So look spot 1, spot 2. Then when you get to spot 2, you can look up, but you were looking up at spot 1. So that's something else you can notice, and he comes back over the top of the barrel because of that. So let's watch this one on the left. Once again, you're sitting maybe a little early for his rollback style, because as soon as you sat, you even did a little check there. As soon as you sat, he set hard. 1, 2 strides rate, 1, 2 strides around the barrel. Now that one I liked a lot better in the morning than the afternoon, and we're going to zoom in on it and I'll show you why. Watching this left barrel, look how much better your face was. You did not look up as soon. You waited a little bit longer, but you still could probably, depending on the speed he's going, and he gave you more room. If you don't have any pocket, do not look up for home. Try to wait to look up for home till you get to the back side, because what's going to happen is you'll have him come right over you. Now you have a really good use of your outside leg, but with his rollback style, you may want to use more inside leg than outside leg. So anyways, that was a really good run. And he's a really nice horse. He has a big stride and a lot of potential. But remember, he is a rollback horse. So during the week, I would do a lot of drills on the barrel pattern that promote fluidity and flexion. I have a rollback horse too. Her name is Belle. So I would go up the middle more. When I go to my pocket, I would then just move him out, and I would transition over finish, go to my normal pocket, move him out, over finish, move him out, and just always pick up that shoulder. And you can even go around the barrels 2 times, and just, when you're going to your pocket, then put your weight in the outside stirrup. Let's say you're post trotting across. When you get here, put your weight in your outside stirrup, and then you can just post or sit, but pick up his nose and shoulder and make him flex. And flex and fluidity, okay? So go to normal pockets, pick him up, and then make a nice circle all the way around, and then you can over finish. But don't let him cut off your exits. And don't let him stick on the backside. Rollback horses love to stick. So he uses his butt plenty, and he's a good stopper, good backer, good rollbacker. So your drills are going to be more about fluidity. You can do spirals like we did, and then go back out both directions. You could go straight lines and fluid circles in each corner of an arena. That'll be good for him. You may even want to sprint and slow down just a little, and then a nice fluid circle. But because he wants to get up in a hole, and when he goes around a barrel, he kind of goes in wide and out tight. So what you want to be careful on that is your timing in your pocket has to be perfect. Rollback horses are a little harder to ride. So anyways, you did wonderful. There was a couple little things you could do better, like not looking up too soon and riding 2 hands to your pocket. And then he just needs drills that make him be more fluid and flexible. So, but you're both a really good team, and I think you're going to have a lot of success. Just work on your strengths can be your weaknesses sometimes. So because he's rollback and stiff, you want to do fluidity and flex during the week. Thanks for coming, and I really enjoyed it, and keep me involved in your progress.